Welcome to the video on understanding data. Today, we'll begin with the basics, exploring what data is and why it's essential for analysis and decision making. Let's start the video. Data refers to facts, figures, or information used for analysis and decision making. It forms the foundation of statistical analysis and research. There are two main types of data: quantitative, which is numerical, and qualitative, which is descriptive. Let us first talk about quantitative data, which is the data that can be counted or measured. Think about your height in centimeters or the number of steps you take in a day. These are the examples of quantitative data. It can be broken down further into two categories: discrete data and continuous data. Discrete data are values that can be counted. For example, if you count the number of students in your class, you'll end up with a whole number. Let's say 30 students. This is a perfect example of discrete data because you can't have a 30.5 students. You count each student as a whole individual. On the other hand, continuous data are values that can be measured and can take any value within a range. Think about the temperature outside. It could be 23.6 degrees Celsius or 23.7 degrees Celsius. The temperature changes continuously and it's measured in decimals. That's why it's called continuous data. Now let's move to the qualitative data, which is descriptive rather than numerical. This type of data describe characteristics or categories. For example, the color of cars in a parking lot is an example of qualitative data. You might see red, black, white, or blue cars. These are descriptive labels, not numbers. Qualitative data can be further divided into two types: nominal data and ordinal data. Nominal data are categories without any specific order. For example, if you categorize people based on their favorite foods, apples, bananas, or oranges, there's no ranking or order between them. All these categories are simply labels. But with ordinal data, there is a specific order. A good example would be a customer satisfaction survey where you rank your experiences as poor, average, good, or excellent. Here the words represent categories, but there is a clear order or ranking from low to higher satisfaction. Let's take an example from everyday life to compare quantitative and qualitative data. Imagine you are running a cafe. The number of customers you serve in a day is quantitative data because it's a number you can count. On the other hand, customer feedback, like whether someone describes your coffee as strong, mild, or rich, is qualitative data because it describes a characteristic. In conclusion, both quantitative and qualitative data are important for understanding and interpreting information in the real world. Whether you are counting how many people enter a store or describing the product they buy, knowing the difference between these two types of data is crucial for making informed decisions and conducting meaningful research. It forms the foundation for statistical analysis, which we will explore in more details in upcoming lectures. Stay tuned. Have a good learning.